Blonde hair extensions. Blonde hair has been a trend since the beginning of time with its beautiful different color shades and tones. But what shades does blonde hair extensions come in? Well, hello there, I'm Hannah Katiamba, and today I'm going to be talking about the 6 dominant shades of blonde hair extensions. So in today's video, we are mainly going to talk about the 6 different dominant shades of blonde hair extensions. And towards the end of the video, I'm actually going to give you some tips on what to consider before you go for blonde hair extensions. And of course, I am going to tell you where you can get the finest and best blonde hair extensions. So in today's video, I'm going to have the help of these beautiful ladies with their beautiful blonde wigs to show you how many dominant shades there are in blonde hair extensions. Beginning with this beautiful lady over here, who I'm gonna pull right to the center so that you can see her well. This is the lightest blonde shade. Just by its name, it is the lightest amongst all other blondes. It has both cool and warm undertones. As you can see, if I pull it out so that I can bring it closer, and you can see, excuse me lady. As you can see, it has got both cool and warm undertones. This kind of shade actually complements those people with light colored eyes, and it's often used for balayage dyeing techniques. Beautiful. Secondly, we're gonna talk about the tone that I am wearing. Yes, I know you've been asking what tone this is. Well, this is called the Icy Blonde. The Icy Blonde is also known as the Platinum Blonde. As you can see, it is very much platinum, and it's very subtle compared to the lightest blonde shade. But you can also color it just like I colored it. Do you see that? Do you see how those highlights actually blend into it? I love how it's blended. And if you guys are looking where you can get it, you can click on the link below for you to actually get a beautiful platinum or icy blonde wig like mine. And the third shade we are going to look at today is called the Bleach Blonde, popularly known as 613. 613 hair extensions are currently the most popular shade of blonde. This is a warm, sun-kissed, golden honey tone kind of shade. And if you actually love how Paris Hilton's hair looks like, well, this is the shade, honey. So if you're looking for a Paris Hilton kind of shade, then you are going to be looking for the 613 shade. And if you have brunette hair or brunette hair extensions, the best color that you can start with by dyeing your brunette hair is starting with your 613 kind of shade. The fourth dominant shade in hair extensions we're going to look at is this beautiful light ashy blonde. So this is a light blonde that has got ashy undertones. As you can see, if you can see her very quiet, she's pretty too. But we're looking at her hair, so it has ashy undertones. And this is the kind of blonde, if you look at classic movies, you can look at the bombshell of the classic movies such as the Marilyn Monroe kind of movies, you will find this kind of blonde. So if you're looking for such a blonde that Marilyn Monroe has in most movies, you can actually look for the light ashy blonde shade. So the fifth and one of my favorites kind of blonde shades is called the light golden blonde shade. Lest I forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe using the subscription button right below. Click on that button and you will receive all the notifications of every video that I bring to you every week. So go ahead and subscribe, guys, okay? Yeah. So this light golden blonde shade is a warm golden honey kind of shade, and it's perfect for using ombre. As you can see, this wig, it is actually an ombre with dark roots but it's also a light golden blonde shade. So it's also perfect for overall colors, like solid colors and all over the wig. As well as it actually complements the hazel eyes, just like Khloe Kardashian. So if you're looking for that Khloe Kardashian kind of look and you've got hazel eyes, this is the tone to go for, the light golden blonde shade. Now, the sixth and not the least, the sixth blonde shade that we're gonna look at today, this is called the dark blonde shade. The dark blonde shade is actually the darkest blonde shade that is known. It has got warm brown undertones. As you can see some brown in it. If you can see that clearly, you can see some brown in it to make it darker. And this is the kind of blonde that is best for transitional blondes. So if you're planning on getting into the blonde world, you might want to start with something that is a little bit darker, like this dark blonde. Okay, so these are the 6 most dominant shades of blonde in hair extensions. Now, these are the dominant blondes, but of course, they come in different other shades and different other tones. But these are the most dominant shades of blondes. Let's not forget, guys, I have prepared for you a beautiful color chat for the blonde hair extensions. I have left a link right below that you can click on and download the beautiful color chat so that next time when you want to think of blonde hair extensions, you can look at that chart and you can buy your best and favorite blonde shade. So as I promised you earlier, I was going to give you some good tips on how to consider and what to consider when and before you decide to go blonde. The first tip that I'm gonna give you is that you will have to stay within 2 to 3 levels of your natural hair so that it doesn't feel so awkward. I mean, I am already used to my shades, okay? So I've been blonde many times, so me going platinum doesn't mean it was my first time. I considered my first blondes before I went to this kind of blonde. So you need to consider the fact that you need to first start with 2 to 3 levels higher than your natural hair. So the second one you would have to consider is your skin tone. Not every blonde goes with every skin tone. Are you fair? Are you medium? Or are you dark? These are the points that you have to consider before choosing your shade of blonde hair extensions. The third point that I would like to talk about is your eye color matters. Your eye color does matter. Just like I gave an example of this light blonde, it complements the light colored eyes. Just like this other blonde, which is the light golden blonde, complements hazel eyes. So you need to actually know your eye color so that you can get the right shade of blonde that will complement your eyes. The last but not the least point I would want you to consider before going for a blonde hair extension is, what image are you after? What do you want to look like? Are you going for a blonde to look like maybe an Amy Winehouse kind of image, or are you going for a Britney Spears kind of image, kind of look? You know, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you do. So yes, those are the few tips that you can have before you buy your blonde hair extension. You have to consider those few points before going blonde. Now that you have known the 6 dominant shades of blonde hair extensions and you've gotten the tips of what to consider before you go blonde, the question is, where does one get the finest and most best quality kind of blonde hair extensions? Well, I got you, because I left a link right below in the description box. You can click on that link and you can order any hair extension, blonde hair extension that you would desire and have it delivered to your doorstep. Remember, there is a link. You don't have to suffer, guys. There's a link. So before we go, just a reminder, do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like and comment. Let me know what you think and let me know what you would like me to talk about next. As for now, from me and my crew and my beautiful ladies, we'll say ta-ta.